Hello. Hello, Miss Dominique and Miss Jones. Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Steph. How you guys doing tonight? Awesome. You ready for this crazy night? Okay, we gotta turn your volume up. It's still kind of low. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk About It. Steph with your host, Steffi, and my co-host tonight is Dominique. Welcome aboard, Dominique, for the ride. We got a lot to discuss tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? Cool. Well, we had a nice little thunderstorm in the DFW area, so I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone's safe. Well, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to Let's Talk About It, Steph, and with my co-host, Dominique, and I have Brandy. Welcome aboard, Brandy. For tonight, we got lots to talk about. We got lots to talk about. Mr. Chris Rock still got Jada name in his mouth. What you got to say about that? Me too. I don't think he. I don't think he get it. I don't think he get it. Then we got to talk about Michael Irvine. I watched that yesterday, and I was like, oh my goodness, this man cannot catch a break, and I'm with him. What did he do? I think he's feeling the same thing. Like, what did he do? So we got to talk about that tonight. And our last subject tonight, we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about our crazy friends and You know how we got them crazy friends? Okay, I know I'm one of y'all crazy friends. So we got lots to talk about. So let's get started. Let's get started with Mr. Chris Brown. I can't keep Jada name out my mouth. I like getting pimp slapped. So did you watch the show?
So honestly, I'm not a fan of Chris Rock, but I did see it briefly, and what I saw, I did not like. Um,
Okay.
a few of the comments that he made pertaining to black women, um, wasn't feeling that. Far as like the last part of his show being about Will and Jada, wasn't feeling that either. So yeah, as far as Chris Rock and me and my opinion on him, no. I think he should just do whatever he was doing before he came back into stand up and leave it like that, doing movies and shows or whatever he's doing. But that's not the move.
Oh wow. Yeah, I watched that yesterday and I can say don't the last time I liked Chris Rock was what? When he played Pookie and when he was in the daddy's daycare thing, that's the only time that I liked him. But I'm like, I get what he was saying because this is, that's him who the one who got slapped. But I didn't like how he was coming after black women. I didn't like it.
But that's not the first time. He does it a lot. And I just wonder, like, do you ever look in the mirror, sir? I'm just because it just don't sit right with me, and as well as like the comment about killing babies, like I didn't like that either.
I know. Yeah, that part where he said, "Kill babies up to 4 years old." Are
Yeah,
you serious?
yeah, that was not the move. It's just I don't know, certain things I is not a joking matter, and that was one to the cut as well.
Yeah, that was really bad. And basically, he he basically said, "You know what? I don't care about you women. Go ahead and kill all the babies. I could care less what y'all do." But then, I'm like, it was disgusting to me as a woman. It was disgusting that you're gonna sit up there and talk about you pay for many abortions, and then you call them the doctor say, "Is it done?" How insensitive is that? There's a lot of women that have abortions and they do it for different reasons, but that's some insensitive stuff.
Yeah, it was. It really was. And to say that you pay for them is also a no no.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then the fact, what really got me too was the last part of his skit when he was talking about Will Smith. I get it, and I kind of agree. Jada did hurt him more than that slap hurt him. But that part about him watching Emancipation just to see Will get whipped by Master, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. That was just disgusting. His whole show to me seemed like it was disgusting. I don't think I even laughed at anything. I agree, Miss Jones. He should have closed fist on that.
Yeah,
that
it's like you don't do things like that. You don't say things like that. And how are y'all been friends for years, but you can go in on this woman, so much, so many times. Like that's not friendship. I don't know what they call it. The man apologized, and you still holding this against them. Like he can say he's not now that he brought came and spoke about it, but you are. you still feel some type of way. You still in your feelings.
He does, and this is sad. It's really sad and it's disgusting. I'm like, what? I don't know. I think if a friend slapped me, I would be mad. Well, if it was in front of all those people like that, I would be. I think I would have just laid down. Dominique, you reach up there and you slap me. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna get some money.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lay down. you know. But I don't know about that. That's one of them ones where maybe you should have made a phone call to him. But I get it. It's everything's about money though. Everything is about money. I still wonder, was that for real?
The slap?
Yeah, I still wonder, was that something? Was that for real? Was that a way for Will to turn his good guy behavior into known as the bad guy? But he lost a lot of money for that, so I don't know.
Mm, I don't know. I think Will's good, but financially, I'm pretty sure. But as far as probably money, not so much, but the relationships, because they're easy to counsel you. So probably some of his relationships he will have to build back, but I don't think his finances. Like I don't think it's really that bad. But people still forgive him. So at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it was just the husband defending his wife, as any man would have.
Hey, we always say protect black women, so he did. Maybe the wrong time. Maybe we should have got him behind stage, but I get it. I get it. You got one person talking smack about you one too many times, and enough was enough. And he probably told him, hey, man, chill out about talking about my wife, just chill out a little bit. He was already probably nervous about going up there getting this award that he should have had gotten an award a long time ago, but you know how Hollywood.
He did give him a verbal first.
I guess Chris still don't understand. Keep Will's wife name out your mouth. Bleep bleep.
Right. That part.
that part. But I'm like this here. Chris Rock, I wouldn't watch your movie. I'm sorry. You say you're not a victim and you're not. But as you, as a person, as a human, that show right there made me look at you in a whole different light. I think you're disgusting. I think you're a disgusting man. And somebody need to take his black card. He out.
You gonna cancel Chris Rock?
I will not. He is not invited to the cookout. I don't even think the other side will invite him to anything because that was really disgusting. He has no idea how we women have been fighting to make sure that women have the right to go vote, women have the right to say what they want done with their bodies and stuff, and you sitting up here thinking of it as a joke. It's not okay. And especially if you're a single mom trying to raise your kid by yourself, or if you're a married mom that's almost single, you're trying to raise your kids and you got this yahoo sitting up here thinking it's a joke. That's a hard decision for a woman to go make a decision to end a pregnancy for whatever reason. So he's not invited, especially not to my cookout. Chris Rock, if you ever hear me, you're not invited to my cookout. And I cook good. So let's move on to Mr. Michael Irving. Did you watch the his conference call with his conference?
I did. I did.
That hurt my heart. That right there, that hurt my heart. I don't know how you felt about it, but I thought about Emmett Till. And he kind of mentioned it, back in the day, they would wind up getting black men, being accused and they would hang them. So that was my thing right there. I felt really bad, and I'm like, if you're gonna accuse somebody of something, say what he did, and why are you holding up the videos? So that was my thing. I'm like, man, that smells like a setup, big time. And then they kept trying to get him to drink something. I'm glad he was smart enough not to drink anything, because then they would have said he was drunk and this and that, tarnishing his legacy. So I'm glad he didn't do that. So I feel like they need to give him his job back.
He should get his job back. Like you said, they thought maybe the young lady or lady was thinking it was a come up, and you went about that the wrong way, ma'am, because you just really hurt yourself, you hurt your job, and you tried to hurt this man's career. The video clearly saw the video, and it shows like the conversation. There was no sound, but the video, they did see the video, and he did touch her 4 times, and again, it wasn't inappropriate ways. So this is gonna be a fight, but I do think that in the end he will win.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, some people when they talk, they real touchy touchy, and I got an opportunity to meet Michael Irvin, and he is that type of person. But when I met him, I was with my husband, of course, but he was talking to us. He talks with his hands. If you notice, he likes to talk with his hands and stuff, and he's very energetic about whatever subject it is. But I never felt uncomfortable with him when I was standing up next to him. And most football players, the ones I've met, I've never felt like they want to do anything, to me, or any of the ladies that was with us and stuff. I've never felt like they were gonna do what she's trying to accuse him of. He's very manageable.
No, really. And I just feel like people out here are always looking for a lot of people are out here looking for easy paydays, and they target these celebrities and they go about it in a different way, accusing them of a lot of things that they have not done to them. And
Right.
um, instead of like jobs in their profession, investigating first, you just go with what's said, or like that's the tough part about their job. Is like, oh well, such and such said it, and that's like in the contract that we don't abuse, we don't fight, we don't hurt. But he didn't hurt her. He didn't do anything wrong, and they should investigate first. Like, are you for your people, or are you not? If you so quick to take another person's word over investigating first before they even let him go or did anything, it should have been, okay, finish the job and then we'll discuss this after. But you just
Right.
go, like, you don't, that's not the move.
Right. I agree. I agree. Because, matter of fact, I think they pulled him off the show. Did they kick him out the hotel? That's what I didn't get. Did they kick him out?
Yes, they put him out the hotel as well.
That, you know how embarrassing that is? And
Very.
then it's Super Bowl weekend, so you're not going to find another hotel to go to at last minute. I would have been, I hope he sues them, and I hope he sues her too. And I know there's a big suit out, but I hope he sues the heck out of that hotel.
Yeah, he is suing them for $100 million and her. So that's why I said she jeopardized her job, that business, and they're gonna have to settle because the camera's out. It's out. It's already out. So it's
Yeah,
a matter of them settling, um, coming to an agreement.
right. One thing I can say, he got some. Mike Irvin has some amazing attorneys that got his back, and matter of fact, the two gentlemen that was there. And one of them, he says, I don't even like football. And the other guy's like, I don't even know who Michael Irvin was. I'm not a fan, but I like him as a person. He even said something, positive. He says, no, that didn't happen like that. There was laughter. She never acted as if something had happened. And my thing on this is that gives women a bad look. So if something does happen, because some players do get a little bit rough, get a little rowdy, you know, but that gives women a bad rap to it. If we want to report something that actually really did happen, a lot of people not gonna say anything. They're gonna keep it to themselves. So I think what she did, that especially if she's lying, which I feel like she probably is, but I wasn't there. So I'm like, that's just sad. That's sad.
It is,
You
and
just made us take another step back.
and it goes back to the crying wolf thing. You know what was it? The little boy cried wolf so many times, and it just puts you right there, like you said. Nobody's gonna save you. Nobody's gonna believe you when you do things like this.
Nope. Her word against his. But you know what? What my mama used to say, there's your truth, that person's truth, and then the real truth. So the camera is the real truth. The camera gonna show everything that happened, and it's already had. So guess what? They gonna have to pay. Somebody gonna have to pay. And it's sad that this man is at this stage of his life that he got to deal with something like that. It ain't safe for athletes. All right, so let's go on to our next topic. You ready for this? Let's talk about our crazy friends. Let's get started. Dominique, I know you got some crazy friends in your life. How are your friends doing in all of this craziness mentally, or how are they doing?
So the friends I do have, since from COVID till now, mental, they are still grasping and coming out of their shell. Um, I notice a lot of them have homebound and come to the realization that they don't really want. Well, it's hard for the social engagement out of a few of them. Like they're like, I still don't want to. I don't want to go out, or I only want to be with a handful of people, a selective few. So I know that COVID has stopped a lot of interactions with them, which is fine. I mean, it's okay, but as long as, like I told the ones that I do stay in contact with, is still communicate with somebody. Try not to be in your thoughts so much. And since you had all this time to be in the house, um, you know, what have you done with your time? So that's something I do ask them, far as like, how did they come up with new strategies? Have they came up with businesses or things like, you know, what have you done with that time you were locked in, since you're not socially engaging? And a few of them have come out of that with businesses, still, a little crazy, but they're they're good. And definitely check on your strong friends. There's a few that I've had to check on that I know that smile every day as well as myself, and are going through and still are coping with things. But for the most part, when my friends are okay, they're fine as long as they communicate. And if they don't, or if I haven't heard from them in a while, I'm definitely calling or texting, hey, what's going on? Talk. It's been 2 days, it's been a week. I'll give you your space, but say something. I'm not good. I need to talk, or I'm okay. I'm going to figure it out myself. That's fine, but don't get too wrapped up and too stuck in yourself that you don't reach out for help. So that's been my thing with my crazy friends, is having them keep a line of communication open, and just not being so wrapped up in their alone time or thinking they don't need help when they do. So if you have friends or you calling people your friends, definitely reach out to them in any way.
I totally agree with you on that. And I definitely had to go check in on a couple of friends of mine, just out of the blue. I just did one yesterday, just out of the blue. I mean, they didn't even know I'm in the car driving down their way. And I'm like, I gotta check on you. You always, smiling and happy go lucky and stuff like that. And I'm like, I just didn't feel right in my spirit. I'm like, let me go check on this girl. You know, something ain't right. So I was happy to see this person and make sure that they was good. Like as you have done me on many occasions. I gotta put my eyes on you to see if you good, good. I hear you on the phone. You say you good, but you have that okay, and then you have that okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And sometimes our crazy friends is not okay, and you're right. We definitely have to check on our friends that's always smiling and happy go, our strong friends and stuff, because a lot of times I feel like they hiding a lot of stuff. And I know sometimes I'll say some little stuff, and then some stuff I like to just keep to myself because I'm like, I don't know if this person gonna be able to take it, but it's a good thing to talk about what's going on, especially these days, because it's too many people taking their own lives, that I guess they didn't have a good community around them. So that's definitely one of the things that I want to do is make sure that I have a good community around me and that I'm a good friend to the people that I call friend, especially to the ones I call my sis. I need to make sure that I'm checking on you guys and making sure you guys are straight. We don't have to always talk, and we like that. We don't talk all the time, every day, but we get that feeling like, hey, I need to talk to you. What's going on? How's everything?
Yeah, and that's friendship to me, because as adults, like, we like kids now. We have to make them play date meetings. Okay. It's a meeting now. It's okay, let me put you in the calendar. Are you free Tuesday? We have to set those days, because life does, look at my week last week. I'm like, Steph, I had to do XYZ, with the kids, and it's like my appointment, their appointment. Like, it does get good. It gets us wrapped up in those moments, and we like, whoo, I done had a stressful week, or I had a rough day. I need to talk to you. And yeah, we do go those long periods. And one thing about my friends, I'm thankful for all of you guys, because y'all know that I am definitely that friend who will go ghost. And it's crazy, that I said, speak, talk, and it's not that I don't. It's just I'll be so wrapped up, or something new has popped up that I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't talked to my friend. It's been 2 weeks. Hold on, it's going on a month. Like, and I do think that that's something I had to me myself learn, and I'm still learning. Like, I can't help everybody. I can't save them up. So I had to learn to step boundaries and let myself know, and let others know, hey, nope, I get it. Nope, it's not right. Now I'm not feeling it. And with that, with me doing that and setting those boundaries from time to time, I've been able to communicate with my friends a lot more. And I applaud myself for setting those boundaries, and coming to the realization, like, hey, you can't be there for everybody. I know you want to. You can give, your opinions. You can give your advice as much as you can. But it's like, after so many sessions of whatever we've discussed and we have enacted, there's no more. It's like, friend, I have to figure it out. I will still check on you, but I'm gonna need for you to help you, because now, we can only, like, give advice, or be a listening ear for so long, but we can only play victim for so long.
Right, right. I agree. I agree. It's Being a good friend, I guess I keep saying that being a good friend is sometimes you gotta tell your friend the truth. You know, I know I got some friends that I hear what they say, and sometimes I'll shut down, and then sometimes I'm like, look, you're doing a little bit too much. You need to pump your brakes a little bit. If they might get mad at me and they hear what I'm saying and stuff, and then they're like, okay, I hear you. Okay, they might not talk to me for about a week, about a couple of weeks, and then they'll come back to me like, hey, we act like ain't nothing else happened, but I'm still adamant about, hey, make sure you handle your business, do what you're supposed to do, and watch out for certain stuff because these days of time, especially as women, if we don't have each other's back, who got our back?
I agree. That's very much true. Who got because if we don't, we already we can see these men's making laws and rules for us.
Oh yeah,
Whether my friends like you said and may not speak or things like, but tell me the truth. Tell me about me before somebody else does.
that's right. Like how we tell our sons, hey, when the cops pull you over, this how you act. That's what we got to tell our friends.
And yes, it may hurt, but I would rather hear it from my friend because those friends are going to come in good place. Anybody
Hmm.
that yes man, I feel like sometimes, and I'm not saying I have those friends. Mine are very opinionated and will let me have it whether I like it or not. And I appreciate those times because you know what? When your friends do that to you or people close to you do that, guess what? That was a setup because somehow the universe is gonna give me that same situation. But
Hmm.
guess what? I'm already prepared.
You know what? I have to totally agree with you. You probably heard me talk about my baby sister all the time, but I love her to death. She does that. She does that. Check on her sisters, and especially she definitely makes sure she'll check on me. Like today, out of the blue, I thought something happened because she never calls me in the noon, and she called me around about 12 something. I'm like thinking, okay, did something happen? And she was like, no, I just want to check on you, make sure you was okay. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm up here harassing people. Okay, I wasn't really harassing people at work, but I was annoying people as usual. But I was good, but I was happy that she called. But I think my sister is one of those people that she's one of those strong people that we gotta check up on and make sure she's straight because she's checking on everybody else and make sure they good. And sometimes I wonder who's checking on her, in her circle. Do her friends do the same thing that she puts out to them? Are y'all checking on her? Probably not, but I definitely make sure I call and check up on my sister, even if it's just a text that, hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, because sometimes we just need that I love you or hey, let me give you a hug, because it's getting rough out here against us women, and that's one of the reasons, y'all, we having this show early. Usually we have it at 6:30, but I have to go do my Prinksy job today and go to a meeting, and I'm quite sure that's one of the things that's going to be on our topics tonight is about besides getting people registered to vote, is about women's rights. So that'll be something that we can go come back and talk about on next Thursday. We might have to do a double on this one because there's a lot of stuff that's going on that people need to be aware of, and we just need to talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it, nobody's gonna know.
Yes, we must be all of those things as learning lessons. Like I feel like that, like the good, the bad, all in all conversations that we have with one another, honestly, wholeheartedly, you must take those as learning lessons. Don't and control your emotions. I think as a whole in our community, we have to learn to control our emotions.
Exactly.
When you can channel stuff to hear your flaw about yourself, but once you control that emotions of it and accept it, it makes it so much easier, so much easier. But we definitely have to do that as a whole human, is control our emotions, learn to use our words, update our vocabulary in a sense to where when something said to us that's foreign, we know how to channel it or ponder on it or ask. So what do you mean by that? Like you have to do those things with conversations like this is a great time. Reach out to others. Hey, what's this you're experiencing? How would you answer this? Or just be open and don't be afraid to step outside the box. I think that's a lot too. Is that we'll be like, I think I could do it, or I know I could do it, but you won't do it.
Right. Do you think people are too sensitive? And maybe that's one of the reasons why people don't go out and talk about things that they should. Like if you have a friend that you know that they need to be pulled to the carpet, and maybe you feel like, hey, they might be a little bit too sensitive. I'm not gonna say anything. Then you watch them just hit rock bottom, and you don't say anything, but you coulda, you know, because you seen it coming. So my question is, do you think we as a society are being a little bit too sensitive?
Um, cause I know I have those conversations often about people being sensitive, but it's more if you look at it, it's a fear that not so much a sensitivity. Like yeah, you're sensitive because you're hearing something that you don't understand, but you know it's true. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you could say something, and it goes back to this is all an emotional thing. So to me, it's an emotion. Like you're emotional because this is new outside of your everyday um your everyday conversations that you may have where your vocabulary is not upgraded.
Right.
So that's what I. It's not so much of people being sensitive. It's the lack of knowledge. So you're only sensitive, right? Like you say, you in a room with a bunch of executives, and they say things that you don't understand in a comical way to you, in a joking manner, or in a way that they joke. So that went over your head. It's not so much of a sensitive moment. Again, it's sensitivity emotion. So it's more of that emotion. Like I don't know what that means, but you get offended instead of speaking up and saying, "Okay, I didn't get the joke. What was it? What do you mean? Like I want to laugh too." It's fear of being in rooms on a level up, but not updating yourself, getting yourself to that momentum. It's because of people of emotion. Because you get people say things to people all the time, and it's like you just did, like a justification. May say some things often that's like, that was a setup there. And if you're not sensitive, you're definitely not sensitive, but it did strike an emotion in you.
Agree. Agree. Emotion. I guess people should stop being so emotional, and I don't know. Sometimes you got to have thick skin to be able to deal with today's society, especially our millennials and stuff. It's like you say one little thing to them, and they ready to go pack up and leave. You know, they can't take it if you tell them the truth. And I think a lot of times that's kind of like how some of our friends are too, and family members, that when you do tell them, hey, ABC, they thought you just said Z, and they ready to just jump off the next dang on bridge because their feelings are hurt. But I'm like, sometimes you just gotta take emotion out of it and just be real with people.
Hey, have you ever like and have you ever had a conversation, and we had one like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was really intense, but you know what a lot of people do is they take that one thing out of everything you said. They say something funny, and it's like, wait, but you just said a whole lot of stuff to you. and you're on this every thing I said, and it's like,
Yes, I've had conversations like that.
yeah, because now you done hopped in you're in your feelings instead of saying, friend, well, I feel like that was a little harsh. Now you getting below the belt now. That hit home. And it's okay to what I told you that day. Like, we're not getting off this road for having
I think he verbally assaulted me.
every and no, you're not getting off that easy but those things grew us. Like, look at where we are now. Like, that having that moment grew us. Like, yeah, we were both probably upset, but look how much we conquered from the conversations.
But see, here's the thing. You just said a key thing. We had a conversation. It wasn't an argument. We had a very strong conversation that needed to probably be had. We heard what each other had to say, and we moved forward, and it made our friendship even more stronger than what it was. Because that said everything. It didn't anything solidify our friendship. That did, because I'm like this here. I don't like to argue with people. I won't. I don't get paid to argue, so I'm not gonna argue with anybody. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then I'm gonna move on. But it's like we had that conversation, and it was a good conversation. No, I didn't like the conversation. I probably was offended. Hell, I forgot all about it. So that tells you how much it didn't bother me. We say what we say, and then we move forward, and that made our relationship even more stronger. And a lot of people need to do that. Sometimes you got to hear it. It might hurt, but you got to hear it.
And it does. But if anything, like, it should be a learning lesson. And we can grow so much. And like and again, it was about crazy friends, but take them crazy friends, take that crazy advice, give crazy advice, at times. But have that have those growth moments. Don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to have uncomfortable conversations. And that's because that's the
Definitely.
only way you're gonna grow, in friendships and throughout life. Like, look at us. We have so many friends in different fields. Like, you have your political friends. I have my little office friends, and it's like, and not really friends, but associates. Like, we have those different areas to where it's times that I've come to you like, Stephanie, hold on, because I think this lady was trying to make a joke, but Steph, okay, Steph, what this mean? What does this really say? Before I get emotional, let me call somebody who know that conversation a little bit more, that you or that particular vocabulary a little bit more than me. So let me find out first before I just take it there, right?
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna be a walking dictionary. Wait a minute. That mean this? What she
Right.
mean by that?
And that's several times I know I've called you like, or text you like, wait a minute, so and so just said this to me. What that mean? Or how does this work? Are they telling the truth? Like, let me investigate. And that's what grows us. And that's, in keeping friendships and all things love is hey, reach out to somebody
Exactly.
and
Ex-
utilize that friendship.
Exactly, because I know with I have a handful of friends. I have my friends that I can just talk to and tell this part to. You have those friends. You can, if you want to be ratchet, you got your ratchet friends that you can talk ratchet with, and then you have your ones that you can be real, you can be deep, be like, look, dog, I'm not doing good, yada, 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 you know, and then you have your other friends who are like, oh, okay, hey, girl, let's go out to eat, let's go out to drink and stuff like that, you got those, but you can't really just tell them everything, but you got that one or two friends that you like, look, girl, and y'all don't call me on many of times where I probably having a conversation, we laughing, and next thing we doing, we up here snot flying out and stuff, and I'm sitting up here like, hold on, hold on, I gotta get my ass on pump because I can't deal with you today. Let me take my inhaler. And Lord knows I can't talk to one of my sisters because I swear I'm gonna need my inhaler because she had me laughing to the point where I'm like, I need air. So I need next week we probably need to be talking about our crazy family. Lord, we got a lot. That's a whole hour for just that one topic. Because we got some crazy people in my family.
Yeah, but it's good to have that like that whole mixture and just to anybody that's listening, just honestly and wholeheartedly have those conversations, both with your friend, your spiritual friend. But one
Yeah,
other thing, I would say is, anytime that you are doing something new and you have friends in a different field, utilize that. Like that is gonna be your best. Like that is your support system. Use your support system. Um, and I think we kind of misuse that or disregard it or don't think of it in that matter. But if you're saying whoever is listening, like if you're saying you have friends and over a handful of them, utilize it. If those are really your friends, if it's outside of a handful, utilize those things, but don't just use them for arguments, fights, and gossip. Actually, utilize them for leverage, for building, for growth.
exactly. And that's exactly how I feel. You gotta treat somebody how you want to be treated.
Yeah,
That's a golden rule. If you want to be treated with respect and dignity, then you got to show that towards that person, even if that is your friend, because for some reason, y'all had to like something about each other in order for y'all to be friends. So treat a person the way how you want to be treated. And that goes with family too. You can't always be so nasty. You gotta give a little bit. Put that olive branch out there. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. But you also don't let people walk all over you too.
and that's
Because you got some friends that they're your friends, but they'll try to walk up on you. And I know some people that they kind of strong will, and sometimes you just gotta put them. That's some third people that you gotta have in the back. Like, hey, we're gonna have drinks and we're gonna eat, and you're not having that bond relationship with them because of the simple fact is they come on a little bit too strong, and ain't nobody got time for that.
but that goes again. That's a boundary for you though.
Yep,
Hey, such and such, I stated previously, or in the beginning of this friendship, we doing, this, and this. If you take it this far, this is gonna end it, or I'm going to distance myself from you for a while because you've outstepped the boundary that I set.
exactly. Especially those, and we all have it. Those negative friends, and I tell people all the time: if you got negative people around you all the time, and all they spewing out of their mouth is negative, stay away from them because you keep hanging around negative people, you're gonna be negative. So you're gonna be negative Betty. You're gonna be that person that have nothing but negativity to say. Sometimes a person is vibing like that. You just gotta leave them alone. Keep it moving. You can be friends with them, but you gotta be friends with them from afar because I'm that person that just don't want all that negativity in my soul because I feel like I'm gonna pick up on your negative and then I'm gonna be negative because you mad at such and such. Now I'm finna be mad at such and such and I ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, and I had I see a comment here, and that is completely true. And I think that a lot of people, I'm responding to the comment here, but far as the uncaring and unconsiderate, and that's where I really speak on boundaries. Like when you say people are mean, because that in those moments, you that's phone call, or if your text messages or whatever, like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you later, because you can only give out so much positivity before you get that negativity back again. So and it might suck, it might suck small. Hey, if you study throwing, if they're study throwing negative and you throwing out a positive, give it maybe time, put a stop to it right then and there. Like, you know what, hey, Jade, I'm gonna see you later. Maybe we'll talk tomorrow. Let's see if we can get this conversation going. You have to dealt with people in a manner of so let it get them. They don't even realize it. I was out with a group of coworkers one day, and one of them, and it was a guy, and he had been so um like in this relationship so tough that you could tell from just the things that he said that the his partner was like really like complained about a lot of things, or just really mean to him, and they took it out on them. And I was just like, hey, like, you might want to start thinking outside the box every now and then. And I just flat out told him, like, you're being real negative right now. Like, I'm not, I'm gonna get up and leave. And he's like, no, no, don't leave. Okay, well, if you don't want me to leave, we have to change. We're gonna have to change the energy in a room, because a lot of things that we're saying, you have a negative to come back to every positive that we're shooting out here. And I let him know, like, I'll leave. Like, I don't have a problem leaving any second. If I'm not feeling the way, if things are going the way I'm not feeling, I will leave. It definitely, it gets like that church energy or whatever. Negative energy. But you have to shut those things down, and it may suck, like you said, if it is a friend or something. But if you don't stop them and kind of show them, like, hey, give them something to think about. Because it's a lot of people out there, I have noticed that they are mean and uncaring, but it's not that. It's just somebody's been mean and uncaring to them. And they don't know how to treat somebody who actually knows how to love and be nice and openly communicate and have a conversation. They don't. And it's okay to educate somebody, it really is. Because if you like you say, you something about them, y'all liked about each other, and y'all felt that. But hey, well, this is what I do. If you like to get on this train, you more than welcome. If not, like, let me find somebody else.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell you like this here. I feel like with the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing, if they were truly friends and they've known each other for a very long time, and I think that's one of those things. After 6, 7 months now, once you cool down, y'all need to have that conversation away from cameras, and that needs to be a you and I conversation, because it should have never got to that level in the first place. What was wrong for going up there and slapping that man like that? I understand he was wrong for what he did. I understand, but I can't condone violence like that. That's one of the ones. If that's your friend, I'm gonna check you after this is over, because I'm not gonna embarrass you, and I'm not gonna embarrass me in front of all these people. But I'm gonna handle that as soon as it's over.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a way better approach.
definitely, definitely. So I love the way how the show has gone today. We had a wonderful, wonderful outcome today. Thank you, my co-host, for coming on, and thank you for all the views that chiming in. Thank y'all so very much. We're gonna keep this show popping and going on Thursdays. So we're here for 6:30 on Thursday. We're gonna talk about it, and I can't wait till our next discussion of Let's Talk About It.
All right.
All right, so we out. Y'all have a great night. Be safe, and thank you again for supporting our channel.